Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I will sharing with you about my knowledge. In this section I will sharing you about principal operation of Echosounder. Okay, before we are going to the material, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jire Santana Putra. I'm cadet from Maritime Academy of Yogyakarta. My cadet number 181331. My major nautical science. Actually, I'm not expert about this, but I will try to be more and more. Let's start to the material. Maybe several of you don't know about this equipment, but I will explain you about this equipment. This equipment is called Echosounder. Echosounder is using on a ship to detect all the material below the ship. Okay, maybe all of you asking, what is the Echosounder? Okay, I will explain you what is Echosounder. Echosounder is type of sonar, originally an acronym for sound navigation and ranging, used to determine the depth of water by transmitting sound pulse into water. The time interval between emission and return of a pulse is recorded, which is used to determine the depth of water along with the speed of sound in water at the time. So, the Echosounder is using to determine the depth of water by transmitting sound pulse into water. The Echosounder works by transmitting pulse into the bottom of seabed, and then the sonar will reflect it back to the ship, and then we can get the information how deep the water below the ship. Okay, maybe all of you asking, what is the principle of Echosounder? How the Echosounder work? Okay, I will explain you how the Echosounder work. Okay, what is the principle of Echosounder operation? Echosounder measure the depth of water by measuring the time for a pulse of energy to travel to the seabed and back, and work on the principle of reflection of acoustic energy. Short pulse of sound energy is transmitted vertically down from the ship. This pulse, having been reflected from the sea bottom, returns to the ship into the form of an echo. Travel time, it's called by T, taken for its return, depends upon the depth of water, it's called D, and on the velocity of sound, it's called V, stroke the water. Time taken, T, 2 equal D or V or D. V equal T divide 2. Performance of sonar system depends on the accuracy with which the velocity of short propagation is measured. The velocity of propagation is a function of temperature of water, pressure insanity. The velocity is usually taken as 1,500 meters per second, seawater at 13 degrees Celsius, and atmospheric pressure. Okay, this is the how Echosounder work on a ship. I will explain you about how the Echosounder deflected the sonar into the seabed. First, we are call it a recorder. Recorder will transfer the pulse energy into pulse generator, and pulse generator, the pulse from the pulse generator will activate the transmitter, and then the transmitter will transferring full energy to the transducer, and then transducer will make it the sound energy. This arrow we can see this arrow, the same like a red line here. So see this red line. When this arrow hit the bottom and then sound energy hit the bottom, the seabed will deflect it into transducer, and then the transducer will produce the sound energy. This sound energy will transferring into the bottom of the seabed. When the sound energy hit the seabed and then deflected to the transducer will transferring the information to receiver, and then the receiver will transferring the information to amplified. The amplified will transferring the energy. The amplified will transferring the information into recorder, and then recorder will process the information, and we can see the information from the screen of Echosounder, how deep water below the ship. We can see the information from the screen or paper. Okay, next. What is the function of Echosounder? The function of Echosounder is: first, measuring depth of seabed; second, seabed mapping; third, sub-bottom profile; fourth, searching for sinking ship; fifth, determination of pipelines and cables; sixth, seabed environmental impact analysis. That is the function of the Echosounder. When the Echosounder are using, when the vessel entering suspect shallow water, near port, near coastal, river passage, and then narrow channel area. But for fishing ship, the Echosounder nowadays may be used to detect the existence of fish under the water. Okay, just that I can sharing with you about the Echosounder. If I have any mistake, forgive me. I'm not the expert, but I will try to be more and more. I think that's enough for the sharing of Echosounder. Maybe we can meet in next project again. Like I say, nobody perfect, nobody expert, but we are trying to be more and more. Never give up. The last I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Seafarer.